No one walks into the water unchanged.
On what does the gospel or the Great Commission really means? It means to go make disciples. And then he says, baptize them in the name of the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit. But he says one important thing in the Great Commission that I always remember. He says, lo, I'm with you always until the end of time or age. The translation there, he never leaves us.
I got her to start watching some of the sermons. It really changed our relationship, especially our relationship while I was incarcerated. My name is Caedyn Baptism. I'm from Pennsylvania. This is my mom.
Hi, I'm Britta, also in Pennsylvania.
I came across the Pathway to Faith app. It was kind of just by chance. And then once I started going to the Bible studies that we had every week, our chaplain also shared with us that they were on there and that we should, take a look at them and see if we could find anything that we enjoyed on there.
Hello, my name is Karen Rose, and I have the privilege of gathering the sermons from churches, captioning them, and preparing them for the tablets. This work is very close to my heart and very passionate about it, and in my small little role in this ministry that Paytel offers.
Caedyn is one of a kind. I love him. I'm so proud of him, what God is doing in his life. And I just pray that God will continue to use him and his gifting to reach others for Christ. And when I met Caedyn, it was something sure because he was broken of what he had done. And that's like all of us. We all were broken. But we began to pray together, and that's with all the inmates. We began to talk about what God's word says about this. And over a period of time, you could see the scales move from, and I literally scales of more. He learned more. He began to pray more. He began to understand. The Holy Spirit began to give him the understanding of what he needed.
I had an opportunity to go to Carroll County, and I was a part of their banquet fundraiser, my wife and I, and met Pastor Chaplain Seegers, and we had a great time. Then, unbeknownst to me, when we were there, I saw on the video a young man talking about his, relationship with Christ and how Chaplain Seeger was inspirational in that. And then to find out that this young man was the young man who decided that he wanted to be baptized by Pastor Jonathan at the summit.
The reason I specifically chose the summit, I was just checking out all of the churches that were on there and seeing if I connected with any of them. And then eventually I got to the Summit Church, and I instantly had a connection to the sermons that were being told and the music and the worship team. And so, and then from that point on, it was just the summit. I mean, I watched about 2.5 years worth of his sermons. Yeah, just about 2.5 years worth.
Well, it didn't take us that long to watch it.
No, so I was watching at least one a day. Some days I was watching 3 or 4. I think you were still behind. So I was rewatching ones that I had watched already with you, and then I was also watching the ones that I was watching further ahead. We spoke 3 times a day, almost every single day.
Yeah.
There may have been a few times just because of schedules that it wasn't 3 times a day. I know we talked every day.
We were able to video every day.
Yeah, once we got the Paytel, it did turn to almost every day. That's amazing, and I'm grateful that I was baptized when I was younger. But I think there's just a deeper connection with being able to choose it, and being able to do it at the summit, choosing somewhere where I had such a deep connection already that has changed my life in so many ways. It's just a different level of amazing. And so the fact that it's happening is still surreal, and that, we were reached out to by the summit and offered this opportunity. It's all just been so amazing. Yeah, there's no other word for it.
So he, in conversations, he had said to me, I am going there at some point. I'm going to go and I want to attend one time. And he said, they do baptisms and it's a big deal at the summit. It's really exciting and they make it a celebration. And he said, I would love to be able to do that. And so when I knew it was time for him to be coming home, first of all, I reached out to the summit. I wrote them a letter, an email, and said, here's our situation. You've had a profound effect on my son and I'm very grateful to you. And they have the Love First shirts. And I was like, I'd love to purchase the Love First shirt for him to have when he comes home. And they immediately responded back and were like, nope, we're going to give you that. Tell us your size. And so then I got this little package of 2 t-shirts and a little journal and just like a lovely note. And it was beautiful. Like, they don't know us and it felt like they did know us. I have a lot of feelings. I think I am very excited and honored that I get to be a part of it, because it is very different to be here with your son as a young adult rather than when I decided that he was going to be baptized and I was holding him doing it. And I just have seen such growth in him in a way that I can't even possibly describe. And so to see it come to fruition in this moment and be able to witness him have the opportunity to be with the people that were his community when he was away and the people that he leaned on to find support and guidance and hope. It's just, I don't think there's words to describe it. So I'm definitely excited. I'm joyful. I'm happy. I'm going to cry. It's going to be a moment that I'm never going to forget. So
these dusty shoes are worn and thin from all the places that I've been, but I will walk this lonely road, for he will carry every load. Oh, I will step into the light, though heavy shadows cloud my sky. Into the lane with sacrifice.
And so we enter the water, not to become someone new, but to surrender once again to the one who makes all things new.
My Father's hand has cleared the way through trials, fire, through sorrow, steam, a sacred song my heart will sing. Oh, my heart will sing.
Good. It was great. It was amazing.
it was beautiful. It was a wonderfully God-filled moment that we've waited a long time for.
It was awesome to be here, just be part of it, just to see the whole circle of it. I still get goosebumps.
And so as a pastor, I've baptized many folks, and to know the significance of that baptism. So, tears to see that, to witness that, just allowed me to know that my assignment here at Paytail is where I am supposed to be in this season.
And the angels cry, holy, all creation cries, holy, you are lifted high, holy,
they do that one, I'm done. Totally done.
That falsetto is nice.
Oh, thank you.
Oh
You
my
know.
god.
She